Hello everyone, this is Mamta Mund and today we will learn and solve chapter 1 exercise 1.3 questions 1 and 2 of chapter 1. Chapter name is Knowing Our Numbers of class 6 of NCERT mathematics textbook. Let's get started and solve some questions. Today we will learn and solve exercise 1.3 questions 1 and 2 of chapter 1. Chapter name is Knowing Our Numbers and topic is estimation. Let's solve some questions. Now we will solve question number 1. Question number 1 is estimate. First bit A is 730 plus 998. We have to estimate this addition of these two numbers 730 plus 998. First we round off this number 730 to the nearest 100. So in 730 the tens place digit is 3. In 730 tens place digit is 3, which is less than 5. So we don't need to add 1 to the 100 place digit and write 0 in tens place and unit place digit. So the number 730 rounded to the nearest 100 will be 700. 730 rounded to the nearest 100 is 7. This 7 as it is because the tens place digit is 3, which is less than 5. So we don't need to add 1 to the 100 place digit and write 0 in tens place and unit place digit. So it will be 730 rounded to the nearest 100 will be 700. Now we round this number 998. 998 rounded to the nearest 100. In 998 the tens place digit is 9, which is more than 5. So we add 1 to the 100 place digit, that is 9 plus 1, which is 10, and write 0 in tens place and unit place digit. So the digit 9 and 8 change to 0. So 998 rounded to the nearest 100 will be this 9, 100 place digit 9 added with 1, we got 10. This 10, 9 plus 1 is 10, and this tens place digit and unit place digit 9 and 8 changes to 0. So it will be 1000. And this is 700. Now we have to add 700 plus 1000. Now the 730 plus 998, 730 rounded to the nearest 100, we got 700, and 998 rounded to the nearest 100 is 1000. We got 1000. Now 700 plus 1000 is 1700. So estimating 730 plus 998 is 1700. This is the answer. Now question number second bit B. Estimate 796 minus 314. First we round off this number 796 and 314 to the nearest 100. So first we round off this number 796 to the nearest 100. First when we round off any number to the nearest 100, first look at the tens place digit. The tens place digit is 9. 9 is more than 5. So we add 1 to the 100 place digit. Now 7 plus 1 is 8. So 796 rounded off to the nearest hundred will be this 8, 7 changed to 7, this 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, 7 will be 8, and this tens place and unit place digit 9 and 6 changes to 0. So 796 rounded off to the nearest hundred is 800. Now 314. We round off this number 314 to the nearest hundred. In 314, the tens place digit is 1, which is less than 5. So we don't need, so we don't add 1 to the 100 place digit. That is, just write down 3 as it is. In 100 place digit, 3 as it is, write down. And tens place digit and unit place digit 1 and 4 changes to 0. So 314 rounded off to the nearest hundred will be 300. So 314 rounded off to the nearest hundred is 300. Now we have to estimate this difference of this number, that is 796 minus 314. We got 796 rounded off to the nearest hundred, we got 800, and 314 rounded off to the nearest hundred, we got 300. Now 800 minus 300 is 500, and 500 is the answer. Now question number third bit C. Estimate 12,904 plus 2,888. 12,904. First we round off this number to the nearest 1,000. In 12,904, when we round off to any number to the nearest 1,000, first look at the 100 place digit. Here 100 place digit is 9, which is more than 5. So just add 1 to the 1,000 place digit, that is 2 plus 1 is 3, and write down 3 in 1,000 place digit, that is 3, and just write down 0 in 100 place, tens place and unit place digit, that is 9, 0 and 4 changes to 0. So 12,904 rounded off to the nearest 1,000 is 13,000. 12,904 rounded off to the nearest 1,000 is 13,000. Now we round off this number 2,888 to the nearest 1,000. In 2,888, the 100 place digit is 8. 8 is more than 5. So we add 1 to the 1,000 place digit, that is 2 plus 1 is 3, and just write down 0 in 100 place, tens place and unit place digit. The digits 8, 8 and 8 in 100 place, tens place and unit place, just write down 0. So 2,808 888. Rounded off to the nearest thousand will be 3000. Two thousand 888 rounded off to the nearest thousand will be 3000. Now estimate the 12,904 plus 2,888. 12,904 rounded off to the nearest thousand, we got 13,000, and 2,888 rounded off to the nearest thousand, we got 3,000. Now 13,000 plus 3,000 will be 16,000, and 16,000 is the answer. Now question number 4th bit D. Estimate 28,292 minus 21,496. First we round off this number 28,292 and 21,496 to the nearest thousand. Nearest 10,000 place. So 28 in 28,292. When we round up to the nearest 10,000, first look at the 1000 place digit. Here 1000 place digit is 8, and 8 is more than 5. So just add 1 to the 10,000 place digit. That is 2. 10,000 place digit is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. And write down 0 in 1000 place, 100 place, 10th place and unit place digit. So 28,292 rounded off to the nearest thousand will be rounded off to the nearest 10,000 is 30,000. Now we round off this number 21,496 to the nearest 10,000 place. In 21,496, 1000 place digit is 1. 1 is less than 5. So don't add 1 to the 10,000 place digit and write down just 2 in 10,000 place digit and write down 0 in 1000 place, 100 place, 10th place and unit place digit. That is 1, 4, 9 and 6 changes to 0. So 21,496 rounded off to the nearest 10,000 is 20,000. Now estimating this difference 28,292 rounded up to the nearest 10,000 we got 30,000 and 21,496 rounded up to the nearest 10,000 is 20,000. Now 30,000 minus 20,000 is 10,000. And 10,000 is the answer. Now we will solve question number 2. Question number 2 is give rough estimates by rounding up to the nearest hundreds and also a closure estimates the rounding up to the nearest tens. First bit is 439 plus 334 plus 4317. We round up these numbers to the nearest hundred. 439. In 439, when we round up to any number to the nearest hundred, first look at the tens place digit. Here tens place digit in 439 is 3, which is less than 5. So don't add 1 to the hundred place digit. Just write down 4 as it is and write down 0 in tens place and unit place digit. That is 3 and 9 change to 0. So 439 rounded off to the nearest hundred is 400. Now 334. Now round off this number 334 to the nearest hundred. In 334, the tens place digit is 3, which is less than 5. So don't add 1 to the hundred place digit. Just write down 3 as it is and write down 0 in tens place and unit place digit. So 334 rounded up to the nearest hundred, we got 300. Now 4317 rounded off this 4317 to the nearest hundred. In 4317, the tens place digit is 1. 1 is less than 5. So just write down 3, hundred place digit 3 as it is. Don't add 1 to the hundred place digit. So just write down 3 as it is and write down 0 in tens place and unit place digit. That is 1 and 7 change to 0. So 4317 rounded off to the nearest hundred will be 4300. Now estimating this sum, 439 rounded off to the nearest hundred, we got 400 plus 334 rounded off to the nearest hundred, we got 300 and 4317 rounded off to the nearest hundred, we got 4300. Now add these three numbers, 400 plus 300 plus 4300. That is 437, 7 plus 3, 10. 5000. Now estimating the sum of these numbers, 439 plus 334 and 4317 is 5000. Now round off this closure estimate. Now give rough estimate of a closure estimate of rounding off to the nearest tens. 439 plus 334 plus 4317. We rounded up to the nearest 10 of this number, 439. When we rounded off to the nearest tens of any number, just look at the unit place digit. In unit place digit in 439, this is 9 and 9 is more than 5. So just add 1 to the tens place digit, that is 3 plus 1, 4. and write 0 in unit place digit. That is 9 changes to 0. So 439 rounded off to the nearest 10 is 440. Now 334. When we rounding off this number 334 to the nearest 10. In 334, the unit place digit is 4 and 4 is less than 5. So don't add 3, don't add 1 in tens place digit. That is, write down 3 in tens place digit as it is and 0 in, write down 0 in unit place digit. That is 4 changes to 0. So 300 to 334 rounded off to the nearest 10 will be 330. Now we rounded off this number 4,317. In 4,317, the unit place digit is 7 and 7 is less than 5. 7 is more than 5, so just add 1 to the tens place digit. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 4,000 and write down 0 in unit place digit, that is 7 changes to 0. So 4,317 rounded off to the nearest 10 will be 4,320. Now we estimate this sum, that is 439 plus 334 plus 4,317. We rounded off this number 439, we got 400, to the nearest 10 we got 440, and 334 rounded off to the nearest 10 we got 330, and 4,317 rounded off to the nearest 10 we got 4,320. Now we add these numbers, 440 plus 330 plus 4,320. 0, 9, 5,090. So estimating sum of these numbers 439, 334 and 4,317 is 5,090. Now we will solve question number second with B. 1,08,734 minus 47,599. Give the rough estimate of rounding up to the nearest 100 and also a closure estimate by rounding up to the nearest 10. So first we rounded off these numbers to the nearest 100. So 1,08,734. In this number, the tens place digit is 3 and 3 is less than 5. So don't add 1 to the 100 place digit and write down 7 as it is and write down 0 in 10th place and unit place digit. That is 3 and 4 changes to 0. So 1,08,734 rounded off to the nearest hundred is 1,08,700 1,08,700. Now we rounding off these numbers 47,599. In 47,599, the hundred place digit tens place digit is 9, and 9 is more than 5. So just add 1 to the hundred place digit, that is 5 plus 1 is 6, and just write down 0 in tens place and unit place digit, that is 9 and 9. This tens place and unit place digit 9 changes to 0. So 47,599 rounded off to the nearest hundred, it will be 47,600. This 5 changes to 6, that is 5 plus 1 is 6, and 9 changes to 0, that is 47,600. Now we estimate this difference, that is 1,08,734. That is nearest, rounding up to the nearest hundred, we got 1,08,700 minus 47,599 rounded off to the nearest hundred, we got 47,600. And 700 minus 600 is 100, and 8 minus 7 is 1, 10 minus 4 is 6, that is 61,100. This is the answer of estimating the difference by rounding off to the nearest hundred. Now we estimate the difference by rounding off to the nearest 10. So 1,08,734 rounded off to the nearest 10. First we just look at the tens unit place digit. Here unit place digit is 4. 4 is less than 5. So we don't add 1 to the tens place digit, and write down 3 as it is and 0 in unit place digit, that is 4 changes to 0. So 1,08,734 rounded off to the nearest nearest 10 is 1,08,730. Now 47,599. We rounded off this number to the nearest 10. In 47,599, the unit place digit is 9, which is more than 5. So just add 1 to the tens place digit. The tens place digit is 9. 9 plus 1 will be 10. That is, this one move to the hundred place digit, that is 5 changes to 5 plus 1, that is 6. Now 599 will be 600. So 47,599 rounded off to the nearest 10 will be 47,600. This 9 changes to 10 and this 1 carry over. move to the 100 place digit, that will be 5 plus 1 is 6, and this 9, this 0, and write down 0 in unit place digit, that is 9, this unit place digit 9 changes to 0. So 47,599 rounded off to the nearest 10 will be 47,600. Now estimating the difference of this number, 1,08,734 rounded up to the nearest 10, we got 1,08,730 minus 47,599 rounded up to the nearest 10, we got 47,600. Now subtracting, we get, subtracting this difference will be 0. 13, 3 minus 0 is 3, 7 minus 6 is 1, and 8 minus 7 is 1, 10 minus 4 is 6. 61,130. This is the answer. Now question number third bit C. 8,325 minus 491. Give rough estimate of this number by rounding off to the nearest 100 and also a closure estimate by rounding off to the nearest tens. In 8,325, we rounded off this number to the nearest 100. When we rounded off to the nearest 100, we just look at the tens place digit. Here tens place digit is 2 and 2 is less than 5. So we don't add 1 to the 100 place digit. That is, we write down 3 as it is and 0 in tens place and unit place digit. So 8,325 rounded off to the nearest 100 is 8,300. 8,300. Now 491. We rounded off this number to the nearest 100. In 100 in tens place digit is 9. In tens place digit of this number 491 is 9 and 9 is more than 5. So just add 1 to the 100 place digit, that is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. And just write down 0 in tens place and unit place digit, that is 9 and 1 changes to 0. So 491 rounded off to the nearest 100 will be 500. This 4 changes to 4 plus 1, that is 5, and 9 and 1 changes to 0. So 491 rounded off to the nearest 100 is 500. Now estimating this difference, 8,325 minus 491. 8,325 rounded up to the nearest 100, we got 8,300 minus 491 rounded up to the nearest 100, we got 500. Now 8,300 minus 500 will be 7,800, and this is the answer. Now we rounded up to the nearest 10 for this estimating this difference. So in 8,325 this number rounded up to the nearest 10. When you rounded up to the nearest 10 of any number, just look at the unit place digit. In 8325, unit place digit is 5, which is equal to 5. So just add 1 to the tens place digit. That is 2 plus 1 is 3. So 8325 rounded off to the nearest tens is 8330. Now 491, we rounded up this number to the nearest 10. In 491, the unit place digit is 1. 1 is less than 5. So just one is less than 5. So just write down 9 as it is and write down 0 in unit place digit. That is 1 changes to 0. So 491 rounded off to the nearest 10 will be 490. So 491 rounded up to the nearest 100, we got 490, and 8325 rounded up to the nearest 10, we got 8330 minus 491 rounded up to the nearest 10, we got 490. Now 8330 minus 490 is 13 minus 9 is 4. 2. 4 minus 4 is 7. 7,840. And this is the answer. Now question number 4th bit D. 4,89,348 minus 48,365. Rounding up to the nearest 100. Rough estimate of this number, rounding up to the nearest 100, and also a closure estimate by rounding up to the nearest tens. So 4,89,348 rounded up to the nearest 100. First look at the tens place digit. Your tens place digit is 4 and 4 is less than 5. So just we don't add 1 to the 100 place digit. Write down just 3 as it is and 0 in tens place and unit place digit. That is 4 and 8 changes to 0. So 4,89,348 rounded off to the nearest 100 is 4,89,300. Now 48,365 rounded up to the nearest 100. In 48,365, the tens place digit is 6 and 6 is more than 5. So just add 1 to the 100 place digit, that is 3 plus 1 is 4. So 48,365 rounded up to the nearest 100 will be 48,000. This 3 changes to 4, 3 plus 1 is 4, 0, 0, 48,400. Now 4,89,348 rounded up to the nearest 100 we got 4,89,300 minus 48,365 rounded up to the nearest hundred. We got 48,400 and 4,89,300 minus 48,400 is 0 0. 13 minus 4 is 9 and 8 minus 8 is 0 and this 8 minus 4 is 4. This is 4. 4,40,900. 4,40,900. This is the answer. Now we'll rounded up this number to the nearest 10. That is rough estimate of this number rounding up to the nearest 10. So 4 lakh in 4,89,348. When we rounded off any number to the nearest 10, just look at the unit place digit. Here unit place digit is 8. 8 is more than 5. So just add 1 to the tens place digit. That is 4 plus 1 is 5. So this number 4,89,348 rounded off to the nearest 10 is 4,89,350. Now 48,365 rounded up to the nearest 10. In 48,365 the unit place digit is 5. 5 is equal to 5. So just add 1 to the tens place digit, that is 6 plus 1 is 7, and write down 0 in unit place digit. So 5 changes to 0. So 48,365 rounded up to the nearest 10 will be 48,370. Now estimating this difference, 4,89,348 rounded up to the nearest 10, we got 4,89,350 minus 48,365 rounded up to the nearest 10, we got 48,370. Now subtracting this number, 0 minus 0, 5 minus 15 minus 7 is 8, is 12, 12 minus 3 is 9, is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. This 8 minus 4 is 4. 4,40,980. This is the answer. If you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, then please subscribe my YouTube channel. And if you have any doubts, then please write in comment section and I will reply. Keep learning, keep watching, and please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.